Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. This is going to be how to reinforce the pouch at the beginning and the end, similar to Road Dog's tutorial, but slightly modified to hopefully make it a little bit easier for you to do without having to try and fiddle with it as much. This is to do it in the style of the 4-strand round braid paracord that sling that I did in my first tutorial video. This is just some scraps of paracord that I had laying around and tried to find stuff in different colors as much as possible so you can see what's happening as we go along. I've already done a short section of 4-strand round, then added my 2 extra cords for a 4+2. And this is what we've got right now. So let's start with the right side of the pouch. This would be the extra cord that we started with here. Go under, over, under, over, under, over. And you notice we went under, over, under. We went under the first strand of our left side. Okay, so that's the first part of the right side done. Now Road Dog goes and he does that twice or so and finishes out one full side of the pouch. I'm going to say, let's go ahead and do the other side the same way we just did. Pick up the strand that we added, which is this guy here. We'll go over, under, over. Then we go under, over, under. And pull that off to the side. Now this would be perfectly acceptable if you wanted to stop at this particular point in this process. And to just have one reinforcement that would leave your pouch already reinforced and forced to lay side by side and lay much flatter. Let's go ahead and do it a second time. Start from the right side pouch, or right side of the pouch again. Since we came from underneath, we're going to go over, under, over the first strand of our left side, and then go under, over, under. Press it up tight. Back to the left side. This went under here, so we're going to go over, under, over the first strand of the right side of the pouch, and go under, over, under, and tighten up our weaves. So as you see, this is already joined the 2 sections of our pouch together. So now let's go ahead and start with just the right side. You can set the left side completely aside now, as long as we remember. Of course, it's not going to hold for me while I'm trying to do this video. But just recall, we want this to be by itself. So I'm just going to go ahead, while I've got this in my fingers here, start working this guy so it'll stay in place on it. Okay, hopefully that will suffice for now. Don't know if you guys can hear it. But my toddler is having a full freak out right now, and I apologize if you do hear it. His mom is doing the best she can to take care of him while I'm trying to get this tutorial busted out for you guys. But so, there we go. Now let's pretend we've been weaving for a while. Got our reinforced pouch up here. We've integrated these two together, doing the same process on the right and the left. Working our way down. We've kept our pouches nice and tight. I'm going to pretend, because I don't have a really good way to keep the counts even, the lengths the same as much, because it's all kinds of weird scraps of paracord of different varying qualities and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and come from the right side, over, under, over, and then over, under, over. And from the left side, over, under, over. See? So over the left side strand, under the next one on the left side, over the first one on the right side strand, under the first one that tied this part of the pouch together, and back the other direction. Back to the right side. We ended going over, so we're going to go under, over, under. Again, under the one that came from the left side of the pouch. So over, under, over. Back onto the left. Bunch that up. So that's 2 greens, 1 of these. Let's go 1 more of this guy. Red strands on top, so we go over, under, and again, under the last one from the right side, and over, and then back. So now what we've got is we've made a pouch. Now, albeit this is a really terrible example because all I'm showing you is just how to do this end technique here. But at this point, you just start doubling this back up into your 4+2. Now, what I would say is, instead of bringing these guys back to the outside, or rather, once you've brought them back to the outside, bring them back in one last time, because we want these center strands, the ones that we added, I like to have them be in the middle, next to each other. So, let's drop that guy right there, sorry, like that. Overlap them, and then start our 4+2 round braid. And I know I'm kind of rushing here, guys, but all these techniques were covered in other tutorials, so I don't want to bore you with the process here. So now we've done our 4+2. I'm going to go a little bit more because I like to have those strands be in a certain spot where I can drop them easily and effectively. So now, those are the ones that we added earlier, that gecko green, I think, and this gray and black one here. We're going to go ahead and drop these guys at this point. Continue with the 4-strand round. And there you have it. Like I said, not pretty, but the technique is there. And as you see, it lays way flatter. They don't tend to overlap each other because they can't. But this is how you would do Road Dog's method of binding these sections of the pouch together without having to use something like a chopstick or a needle to force the weave apart when you've already done one side and then try to come back and do the other. If you do them simultaneously, then you can do this without having to do that particular step and still end up with a decent looking item. Hopefully better than what I've got going looking here. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it informative, and hopefully it helps you to improve your slings and make them take them to the next level, because we're always trying to improve here. And I hope that you guys will, as you build your slings, maybe send me pictures, post them up on Instagram, send me a link, shoot them to me in an email at dustobro@gmail.com. But I would love to see examples of what you guys are making, because, I mean, that's what this is all about, guys. So if you did find this video informative, check out my other tutorials. You might consider, if you really like this stuff, maybe subscribe. I'm going to be making more tutorials as always, and check back frequently, because I'm going to be trying to come up with new things for you guys to check out. Comment down below if you have ideas. The comments have been great so far. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and we'll see you next time.